Well, Jenna, I'm going to do a LeBron a favor and tell him what's on the other side of that fog. Nothing.
Here we go.
All right. It'd be great if they could make a major move, but they can't. All right. They don't have the assets. We talked about Russell Westbrook yesterday and a trade for John Wall, which I would like to see happen. Don't think it's going to happen because Houston also wants, in addition to Westbrook, they want the Lakers' 2027 first-round pick. Lakers don't seem like they're going to give that up. But even if they did make the John Wall trade, I think it makes them maybe a little better, but it doesn't solve their problems. And then you got other guys, THT, Taylor Horton Tucker, Kendrick Nunn. Nobody is dying to get their hands on the role players for the Lakers. So there is no major move out there. A Russ move would cause a splash, but would it make the Lakers a top team in the West? I don't think so, because we saw last night that for all his struggles, Russell Westbrook is not the only problem with the Lakers. They got two other issues when it comes to winning a championship. And one is that the guy that is supposed to be, at this point, the top dog ain't a dog. And that's Anthony Davis. All right, we talked about it, Nick, last week or earlier this week. Oh, AD coming back looking great, 30 and 15 in his last 4 or 5 games. Well, AD's back to being AD. I mean, how in the world do you face Giannis, who's supposed to be your personal rival, or in theory at least, and you take 10 shots? And then last night against Portland, against a G League team, you in pretty much a must-win situation when the sky is falling, and you take 10 shots. What do you take, 11 or 10 or 11 shots? And it's not like he's missing. He shot 76% in these 2 games, but he's not putting it up. 19 points, 8 rebounds a game from the guy that should be your number one. So that's a problem. Secondly, LeBron, his numbers are terrific. And he is playing phenomenally for a guy that's 37 and in his 19th year. But can we please stop saying he's still in his prime? That he's just as good as he used to be. Because he ain't. I remember when LeBron James could have beat that team by himself a few years ago.
That's true.
So for all the numbers, and they look great, he is not the dominant player that he has been throughout his career. So those are 2 issues that the Lakers have, in addition to being old, can't defend, and a bunch of role players who don't fit.
Okay, so I'm going to be solutions-oriented, because yesterday was a total travesty. LeBron had 37 and 7, but he was not good. The turnovers were awful, particularly the one we keep showing late. LeBron was not good despite the numbers. Anthony Davis doesn't take a shot in the fourth quarter. And Wilds, this is a Portland team that the night before lost by 28 to your Magic.
My Magic.
They lost by 28 to the Magic, and they just beat the Lakers. So we've got to shake things up. Brew is saying they've got no moves. Oh, I've got some moves for you. I've got 5. Choose your favorite one. Show me the first one.
5.
Trade deadline hours away. I got 5 for you, buddy. Russell, for the Knicks problems. Kimba, Burks, Fournier. Space that floor, baby. Fire up those threes. Do I love that trade? No, but the Knicks, the Knicks get interesting. Russ with bad players. It's fun for them. They get off Fournier's money.
Yep.
Give me the next one. This courtesy great dystopian reporter Ben Collins. It's the same trade as before, but look at that. Buddy Hield is coming to town as well. Zoom in. Oh, my God, Buddy Hield. Come on down. The Pacers, you didn't really want Buddy. You can take Fournier and you get a bunch of second-round picks. That's via Ben Collins. No. All right, give me another one. Are we done with the Knicks? I think we're done with the Knicks. What about the one everyone's talking about? Oh, it's John Wall and an Eric Gordon sweetener. Yes, and the Lakers will include THT, Kendrick Nunn, and a 13-year-old child to be named later via the 2027 first-round pick. Top 5 protected, though. They won't trade the 2027 first-round pick. That kid's in 7th grade. You're the Lakers. Trade the pick. Give me another one, please. Oh, this one gets spicy. What if they get John Wall and Jeremy Grant? Russell Westbrook to the Rockets. Kendrick Nunn and THT to the tanking Pistons. The Pistons don't want Jeremy Grant. THC's got some upside. Cheaper contract, too. And then, wait, don't show this one yet. Don't show it yet. No one has proposed this trade except for me via unreturned text to Daryl Morey. Show the last one. It's a clutch sports extravaganza. Ben and Maxey to the Lakers. LeBron to the Sixers. LeBron, get the hell out of there, buddy. Go win a title. Get the hell out of there. Fourth team, fourth championship. You and Joel. Daryl, tell the Nets, if they keep screwing around on Harden, you've got this trade in your back pocket. Call it in, Daryl. Okay. There it is. Wilds, we have 4 ways to fix the Lakers and 1 way to where I don't have to watch the Lakers anymore. Either way, I'm a happier man.
I'm happy that you're so solutions-based. I actually, Broussard, don't hate the Kemba trade. I do think it's a little embarrassing is probably the right word, that Leon Rose signed Fournier to a huge contract and then would try to move off it. So, but out of all of Nick's trade, I don't hate Russ coming to New York, and here's why. You mentioned it earlier this week. Russ can thrive if he's the star. Just let Russ cook. We take a little Seattle Seahawks, a little spice to this narrative. Let Russ cook on his own squad. So either he goes on a different team, a bad team, and just run the show, like you said, just have fun in the Garden, or this is probably where we might end up, Broussard. Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench, and he's no longer leading the league in minutes. He doesn't have to play with AD and LeBron. And you know what the Lakers could have used last night? Russ coming off the bench. Like, LeBron and AD, why don't you take a break? Let's see if Russ can fire up this team. Maybe they don't belong together. Maybe they don't gel. And maybe Russ just runs a second unit. It's not in crunch time, not in overtime, didn't play the fourth quarter the other day. Maybe Russ just does his own thing. It's like not getting a divorce and just like, I'm going to sleep in the guest bedroom from now on.
Look, I like that, Wilds, and Russ has been humble, and he's been ready to accept whatever they throw his way. Would he accept coming off the bench? Maybe. But I agree. I think that would be a good move if Russ would accept it. Nick, I like Westbrook to the Knicks. Now, Kemba, Fournier, I don't remember who the other guy, Alec Burks. I mean, you think the Lakers' defense, you think the defense is bad now? They might give up 160 points a night with that crew.
AD will snap into it.
Here's the thing for New York. I'm speaking directly to Leon Rose and Worldwide West. It's a business, okay? You are not winning this year or next year, no matter what. So why not bring in Russell Westbrook? It'll excite your crowd. He plays hard. The fans will love that about him. I covered the Knicks. Yeah. The Knicks fans love when you play hard. And he'll get triple-doubles. Yeah. You'll be just as good as you are now, which is not very good, but you'll be more exciting. And you'll have Russ and Julius Randle. And it's a business. Yeah. It's entertainment. If you can't win, then at least be fun to watch. So, I don't think in 2 years you get his money off the cap. And you make a run at another superstar free agent that you never
sell
get.
some jerseys.
So, go ahead and do it.
They're focusing on the wrong trade. The best trade's the last one. Come on. Ben and Maxey, Lakers reboot, get younger. Good. Send LeBron out to Philly.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.